Hello, this is Bill Steffen. Thanks for joining me. And look at this. I've got on a tie and coat. This really feels good. It feels like I'm back doing media and television again. It was a great day on Sunday. I got one of my daughters married, and we'll have more on that a little bit later on. But what a great day we had. September 29th, Monday, and it feels like July 29th out there. Look at these temperatures. 84 in Coldwater Sunday afternoon, 83 Sturgis, Kalamazoo at 81, little bit cooler as you went to the north. It was 78 in Grand Rapids, 77 at Big Rapids, and a little bit cooler near Lake Michigan where the lake breeze kicked in. 74 was the high at the South Haven Pier and 71 at the Muskegon Pier, and that will be the case again tomorrow. We'll have a really light wind coming off of Lake Michigan, and so if you're going to be over by the lake shore, you're going to find temperatures there in the low to mid 70s, a little bit cooler. Okay, let's take a look at what's next. We have a sunrise time at 7:37, sunset at 7:26. Lost another 3 minutes of daylight, 11 hours and 49 minutes. The average high and low is now 69 and 48. So if we're talking highs in the upper 70s, that's about 10 degrees warmer than normal. Picture on the right is the Muskegon Channel. A number of big boats went in and out. Busy channel with a lot of pleasure boats going in and out, enjoying this beautiful weather. This September has just been an awesome month for boating here in West Michigan. Record high temperature for today, 93. We're not going to reach that. Our temperatures are warm, but it certainly has been warmer on this date before. 1953 was when we saw that 93 high temperature. 29, the record low temperature set in 1942. Taking a look at our Lake Michigan forecast here for the day today. Winds west to northwest, 5 to 10 knots at best. Waves will be 6 inches to a foot. The buoy temperatures really didn't change over the last day or two. And again, I want to remind you that the Muskegon buoy has been retrieved for the winter season. So we don't have any more temperatures coming from there. 19 days in a row with above average temperatures. That's happened before, but this is quite a long stretch. And there's more on the Muskegon Channel. Look at all those boats, sailboats out there. Not a lot of wind for the sailboats, but it sure was a great day to be out there on the lake. Now we're going to take a little time out right now and thank one of our sponsors, Complete Care Concierge.
Need a fast, efficient, and affordable cleaning service? Complete Care Concierge has you covered. Serving all of West Michigan, we offer one-time, daily, weekly, and bi-weekly cleans, plus move in, move out. We also service apartment hallways and laundry rooms. Our work is guaranteed, gift cards are available, and we even clean on weekends. There's no better way to say I love you than giving a tired mom a break from dishes and laundry. Are you a busy professional? Pamper yourself by taking vacuuming and dusting off your plate. Office manager? Keep your business looking and feeling its very best. Call 616-264-1397 today for a spotless space and total peace of mind.
Well, here's a look at severe weather reports from Sunday, and there certainly weren't many, all out in Arizona and New Mexico, a total of 4, that's all. 3 marginal hail reports. I think there was 1 golf ball size hail report in New Mexico, and 1 severe wind report, which was marginal also at just 58 miles an hour at White Sands, New Mexico. Here's a look at the severe weather outlook area for today, and there are 3 green areas there. That means no severe weather, no organized severe storms, but there is a chance of a thunder shower in those areas that you see light green. And in Michigan, no rain today. One end of the state to the other, it will be dry. And then we move on to Tuesday and find the same story. Here, there's only one area where there's a chance of a thunder shower, and that's in the Rockies, from Colorado up to Glacier National Park. There may be an isolated thunder shower or 2. And again, no storms expected here in Michigan. I'll take a look at the rainfall map. And once again, look at the rains in New Mexico. Some places there have had triple the normal amount of rain here for this month of September. So the rains keep coming, and there will be rain on the West Coast. Look at the significant rains coming into Northern California, the coastline of Washington and Oregon. The area up there in the Olympic Mountains, some of the tall mountains there pick up snow instead of rain. They're going to get a lot of snow. And you can see the tropical activity still giving us some rain on the East Coast. North Carolina, South Carolina should see rain, eastern Georgia, down into eastern Florida. Take a look at the tropics. We have two tropical systems in the Atlantic. Humberto is a fairly strong hurricane. It will take a turn and go past Bermuda and then head northeast toward Europe. And then we have Imelda, and that's a tropical storm. If that symbol right there is filled in, it's a hurricane. If it's not filled in, then it's a tropical storm. And Imelda is going through the Bahamas with a lot of rain and some fairly gusty, strong winds, but not a super bad hurricane by any means. It's only a tropical storm. And over on the right side, we see the path. Now, a couple of days ago, they had this system, Imelda, coming into the South Carolina coast and producing a ton of rain in the Carolinas. But nowadays, now we've had a little bit of a flip-flop on the models, and it takes the hurricane off to the right now, away from land. And that's been the case much of the hurricane season here. Hurricanes have just plain and simply not occurred over land areas, which is good. The blue indicates that there are tropical storm warnings in the Bahamas. The tropical storm watch for Florida has been canceled, though they will be seeing additional showers and thunder showers. In the eastern Pacific Ocean, we have Narda, and Narda is moving off toward the west. It will weaken and kind of drift toward the northwest or even north. And the next system is going to be developing where that X is, and you can see it's well away from Mexico. It will also be moving to the northwest and will likely miss Hawaii. So again, we have two more storms there that are missing land areas. In the western Pacific Ocean, we've been following a typhoon that's named after a dessert in Thailand, Bualoi, and that came on shore in Vietnam. You can see the arrow there pointing to it, and that produced a lot of wind and rain there into Vietnam and Laos. And we have another tropical system. This is Neoguri, and that is missing Japan by a long distance and is tracking northeast and will become a windy, rainy, low-pressure system heading toward Alaska, British Columbia, and the northwestern United States. Not a damaging storm by any means, but certainly making for a rainy day, a breezy day, once that reaches the coastline of North America. All right, our headlines look like this. Same as yesterday. Dry weather continues all the rest of this week. It will stay mostly sunny. It may be partly cloudy here on Wednesday, but 4 out of 5 days mostly sunny. There is an outside chance for a little morning fog. The best bet for that would be in the eastern part of our area. If you're in parts of Montcalm County, when we went up there to see Tim McGraw, we drove through Edmore, and I remember picking up potatoes that people were selling just by the side of the road there. One time, I think I told this story before, I bought a 50-pound pack of or bag of potatoes, and I was a single guy. What am I going to do with that? I like potatoes, but it was like $4 a bag or something like that, really cheap. And I had potatoes all the time, and I took some into work and said, "Who wants a potato?" And I gave out the potatoes to somebody there. It was kind of fun. Above average temperatures are expected to continue right into this week and through at least the first 10 days of October. So a very warm and sunny pattern here for the early part of fall. Here's today's weather for you. We're looking for temperatures in the afternoon to be approaching 80 in inland areas. If you're near the lake, low to mid 70s there. It will be sunny to mostly sunny. I can't rule out a patch of fog early. It won't last long. Humidity down around 45 to 50% in the afternoon, winds west to northwest, and most of the day only just 5 miles an hour. This month, so far, the average wind has been less than 6 miles an hour. So this has really been a calm month here in West Michigan and the Great Lakes area. All right, here's a look at high temperatures across the region today. Inland areas, low 80s in most areas, and the upper 70s up across northern lower Michigan. And the lake breeze kicks in, and it will be slightly cooler along the lake. Computer giving a mid-afternoon temperature of 73 in South Haven and 74 in Benton Harbor. Westerly breeze, Chicago's up to 85 degrees. That's a warm day. Detroit at 81. Up in the UP, it'll be in the 70s. It'll be mostly sunny. Anybody traveling north to see fall colors in the UP, really nice. I get fall color reports from Uper Steve, and he said the Porcupine Mountains especially are looking pretty good right now. And the outlook for Tuesday in terms of high temperatures, about the same, maybe a degree or 2 less in most areas, but you can see temperatures are back up in the mid 70s along the lakeshore, 79 at the airport at Ludington, and we got upper 60s to low 70s across most of the UP. So 2 very beautiful days ahead. Some people want rain, and I'm sorry we don't have much rain coming our way here, but if you want to get out and get yourself a pumpkin, get some beautiful, crisp, fresh apples. Despite the drought, the apple crop is looking pretty good this year. All right, on we go. Let's take a look at what we have next, the 5-day forecast. We have sunny, partly to mostly sunny Wednesday, and then sunny again. Temperature up to 80 today, and after that, mid to upper 70s. It does cool off at night. In the city here, low 50s. But if you're in one of those cool outlying areas like Baldwin, it'll reach the low 40s, and quite a temperature climb for them, as they also climb up near 80 during the afternoon. Long-range outlook, much the same. 8 to 14-day outlook has been singing the same tune for a couple of months. All that red indicates a good chance that we'll be seeing above-average temperatures here for the second week in October, just like the first week of October. Now, this pattern will change. When it does, it'll be fairly abrupt, and you'll notice a big difference. In terms of rainfall, the map shows we're in the near to above normal category. That would be a change. So look for a little bit more in the way of chances for rain as we hit about October 10 to 12. The rains continue along the East Coast, Florida up to North Carolina, stalled frontal system there, and the Hurricane Imelda may be close enough to bring a little precipitation there to the coastal areas. And Alaska, most of Alaska seeing early rain and snow. All right, what do we have here? On September 29th, 1988, this space shuttle launched from Kennedy Space Center. It was the first manned mission after the Challenger disaster in 1986. So we had a period there of about 2 years where we didn't put any manned missions up into space, but we had that kind of fixed and corrected, and it turned out for the best, as we've done pretty well here since then. And of course, we look forward to all of the wonderful things that are going on with NASA. All right, let's go to the next one and take a look at that name for you. This was Columbia. No, it's Discovery. Sorry, Discovery. And a beautiful picture right there from the this is Discovery, I believe, as it went up at the time right there. So pretty interesting. Space really moving along forward here, and it won't be too long. I've mentioned before that we went from Kitty Hawk, the first airplane flight in North Carolina in 1903. And by 1969, we put a man on the moon. So we really progressed rapidly. And now they're talking about putting a man on Mars. So that would be kind of a long journey, but it would be an exciting journey to see something like that and learn more about the red planet. Okay, well, let's see what else we got right here for us. On September 29th, 1547, Spanish author Miguel de Cervantes was born. His most famous work involves this ingenious noble whose titular work is where the term chasing windmills originated. And you remember this is from Don Quixote, where they have the guy that's sitting on the horse and he's kind of bent over like that. Interesting. All right, let's go on and take a look at the next slide here for you. And there it is, Don Quixote. And that's a look at the novel in Spanish. And if you look real close, you can see Don there in the middle. Very interesting. It says right there, Año 1605. So it goes back a long time. We got some pictures to share with you today. This is me and daughter number 3. We're together this afternoon. As I mentioned before, daughter number 1 got married. So we had the service out at Long Lake Park. And daughter number 3 and myself were there. That was before I put on my coat and tie. But it was a perfect day. I tell people I have nothing to do with that. I am just in retail. I don't manufacture the weather. I revert to a higher authority. But it was absolutely perfect out there. There were 2 hornets' nests that were up in the oak tree there, and the hornets left us alone. We were a little worried there for a minute. And I want to thank the Kent County Parks for clearing the flag from the trees. The flag was stuck in the tree there, and they got that unstuck for us there, so that was neat. Everybody with the Kent County Park System was absolutely wonderful as we dealt with them. Food was great. It was so nice seeing all the relatives. My brother and my sister were together for the first time, I think, since my mother passed away about 5 years ago. So that was kind of neat. We went downtown to the Chop House for dinner after the ceremony here, and really was a special day for me. Other pictures to share with you. This is from Dave Verhoeven, who's been up along the Lake Superior shoreline. Look at how clear that water is. Isn't that kind of neat? Water level is down just a bit from average. And you can see a little bit more of that, the rocks there that are exposed. And the lake pretty calm out there. We've had this quiet weather pattern. That's for all the people that are doing the Pictured Rocks tour, the kayak tour, the boat tour. It's really been pleasant for them because they haven't had to fight the big waves there. And another picture that we have to share with you here is from John Doherty. A multicolored leaf, isn't that special? We've got that scarlet red there, and the green over there on the left side. Leaves are falling right now. We haven't had a lot of leaf fall here in the Grand Rapids area, despite the drought. Sometimes droughts cause leaves to fall early, but this year the trees have been able to tap down and get enough moisture to keep going. And the trees still think it's summer. It's sunny and warm out, and as long as they're getting that sunshine to continue the process of photosynthesis, everything seems to have worked out okay for them. So the leaves are still green on most of the trees here. Another picture from John. This is from John Scully, I believe. Yes, we do. We have a John Scully picture there. Look at the variation of color. We're looking out over the lake right there. The lake pretty calm, hardly any wave action there, and you can see the grays down along the horizon there, and the kind of salmon-colored sky there in the middle, and then the dull lighter blue above that. So thanks to John for that picture there. And you can send us pictures. We certainly appreciate the people that do. We want to impress upon you again that we have a YouTube channel. It's Bill Steffen 616. We do these videos almost every day. We have a lot of interesting information. So even as the time passes and the weather changes a little bit, you can still go back and pick out a day and see what happened on that day and some of the interesting things that we have to talk about. Hope you're enjoying the sunshine out there. I hope you have yourself a great Monday, and thanks again for staying with us until the end.